YouTube, Skinny Brit to be here, Christine. I hope you all had a fantastic Christmas. Okay, for those of you who don't know, I have been on a program working towards weight loss surgery, and I actually am waiting for my surgery, which will be on January the 18th. I've had a rather nice Christmas. For the first time ever, I have only put on 2 pounds in weight over the Christmas period, and some of that in fact is actually due to the fact that I've not been able to exercise at all for the last 2.5 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, etc. I went down with a very nasty dose of coldy flu, chest infection, followed by a neck strain, followed by just about everything else, and it just completely knocked me out, and an exercise was just out of the question. It was bad enough struggling, you know, into the kitchen to get Christmas dinner and things like that. So exercise has suffered, and but food-wise, I consider that I've ate very healthily. I've had an occasional nibble at any goodies that I've had in the house, but now all the goodies have gone. The only goodies that in fact are left are in fact for my husband, my long-suffering husband, who seems to have been on a diet for 10 months or so with me. So, but that's for him. That's not for me to go and nibble at, etc. And I'm quite happy with that. I had a full Christmas dinner. I've eaten trifle and cheesecake, but it's all been homemade, and I've all been very much aware of exactly what it went into it. I've used low fat this, low fat that, sugarless this, sugarless that, and in fact I've had no comments from any members of the family that were here over Christmas about, oh, this isn't very sweet, or this isn't very nice. It's all been, oh, this is great, you know, can I have some more, etc. Which, I mean, people wanting more is always a good sign that it hasn't suffered by being weight loss orientated, etc. So for me, £2 over the Christmas period is just a fantastic bonus. And hopefully now, at long last, my neck is actually starting to recover. And this morning I've been for a walk along the seafront down at Westwood Hoe, near where I live. So things are sort of looking up. My surgery's on the 18th, so next Tuesday I start my liver shrinkage diet. Not as strict as a lot of you have had to go through, etc. It's not all liquids. I think I've told most of you before that have been following my journey that it is just a low calorie, low sugar, low carb, low fat diet, etc. I can have cereal for breakfast, a bit of chicken or fish, white fish, or eggs with a bit of salad, and low fat dressing for lunch. For tea I can have just, you know, sort of vegetables, a small potato, some lean meat, again probably chicken or eggs, etc. And on top of that I can have a couple of pieces of fruit and a yoghurt and a small amount of milk. Milk isn't a problem to me because I usually have porridge for my breakfast. Good old-fashioned Scottish oats porridge, and I make that anyway with half milk, half water, and all my hot drinks, my coffee, I only drink black coffee. So I think I'm allowed 1/3 of a pint of milk, so in fact I almost certainly won't drink 1/3 of a pint of milk. But it does leave me a little bit of leeway. So that shouldn't be too much of a hardship for me. It virtually is what I've been eating up until the couple of days before Christmas anyway. One of the things I did notice though, that actually eating more carbs was really not very good for my joints. It really brought on the arthritis, something terrible. And I think the worst culprit was a couple of glasses of red wine. Yes, I know I shouldn't be talking about red wine and eating this and eating that, etc. But I was really quite shocked. The day after Christmas, I got up and almost every joint in my body was aching like mad. I know I've been suffering from flu and everything else, but this seemed to be far and above what else I'd been suffering, etc. But by the time that went through my system and I drank plenty of water and watered everything out, etc., I felt 100 times better, joint-wise anyway. Anyway, I've been to see my GP, who is my primary care doctor for you Americans, and have already sorted out all the liquid pills that chewable or dispersible pills that I need for after surgery. In fact, the recommended acid pills are just the same pills that I'm taking already, so nothing really has changed. I got a flu jab yesterday, having had what I think can only have been flu. I thought I really don't need another dose of that just before Christmas, and there seems to be a bit of an epidemic going round at the moment. Almost everybody that I've spoken to is flu or cold ridden. In fact, we banned my stepson from the house on Christmas Eve because he was just coming down with a cold, and I just couldn't face catching another one the way I felt then. So yes, we felt really mean, but it was a wave at the door and please go home. Oh, the pleasures of getting old, eh? Anyway, that's about all I've got to say. It's New Year's Eve today, so to all of you, I wish you a very happy new year, healthy, prosperous, and a lot of weight loss. Anyway, I'll speak to you soon. Bye, folks.